our county, we have a park that you can go to, and all you have to do is pay for parking. It's $3, and they have a play area, like a jungle gym type dealio, a water park, like a splash pad, and they have a beach and a lake. And we went there today, and we stayed for an hour, and the kids had a blast. It was $3, plus some time, of course. You know, sometimes it feels like you have to spend so much money to have fun, but that isn't really true. And it's so great to see the kids running around having a blast. It feels like I haven't seen that for a minute. And to be honest, shortly after the pandemic began and everything was locked down, everything got really monotonous and we kind of just stopped doing the things that we would normally do. In fact, I remember seeing when I was walking that they had locked down the parks. Kids weren't allowed to go and use the parks and swing because they might get COVID-19. It was crazy. I get that we don't want to spread the disease, but I feel like suddenly you can't see your friends, you can't go to a park, you're not going to school anymore, you can't go to the office building. Everything social that we used to do was just suddenly locked down. I'm surprised that my kids did as good as they did, and I think that is partly because they had each other for company. And I feel like I'm kind of out of touch with reality when it comes to this, because I imagine if you have 1 or 2 kids, that it was probably much harder on them than it was on my kids. At least from the aspect of like things changing up every day. One kid plays with one kid one day and then they sort of switch it up. So there's some variety in the day. But if you've just got 1 or 2 kids at home for months, people are going to go crazy. Anyway, the point of this video is to point out that there are things you can do that are cheap and fun. Going to that park was $3, but you can actually ride your bike to the park on the river trail, and then it's completely free. Riding on the river trail itself is fun. You can go to the zoo on the river trail. Now it costs money to go in the zoo, so I guess that kind of doesn't count. You can take games off the game shelf and have a game night. We've been doing that every now and then. And we've really started to like the game Clue. And it's interesting to see that my 6-year-old really enjoys this game. It really makes her think, and she really enjoys that. It's cool to see how that makes her brain tick. But yeah, there's so many things that you can do to have fun. And I feel like for a while there, we just stopped doing stuff. And I've been trying really hard lately to make sure that we're doing something fun each week. You know, maybe not every day, but at least every 2 or 3 days. I try to walk to Quality Dairy, which for those of you that are not familiar, is basically a grocery store that also serves their own brand of ice cream. I try to walk there every day. And it's basically a 5K, 5-kilometer round trip. And the more you walk it, the quicker it seems. And my deal with the kids is that if they walk with me, then I'll buy them a fountain drink, which is nice because it's only 85 cents, which means it's not breaking the bank. And then 1 day a week, I'll walk there and buy them ice cream. Seems like a good deal. Anyway, the point of this video was to just say that there are definitely things you can do that are cheap to do. And, you know, kids are just happy to get out of the house and spend time with you. You don't have to do anything crazy expensive. What do you do to spend time with your family? Let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.